at how we're gonna, and we screened their man and they were switching. I mean, we talked about it. We went over it. You can't do that. And then you start down 7, 8, 9, nothing. I got to call a timeout on us, on me. Obviously, if they're not responding, then I'm not communicating as well as I need to in that situation. Now, what I loved is we fought, tied the game up. I thought we were going to win the game. And then you make two errors and it's 5, and then all of a sudden you miss a shot, it's 7, 8, ball game. But to get it to where it was when we were down as much as we were was a pretty big deal.
Cal, I think it was the 13-20 mark of the second half is when you started something around like a 22-5, 22-7 run. What really led to that to really get you
I
guys?
put a group in that played well together and they all competed. They were all fighting like crazy. And then you just ride them. And that's what we did. And then I changed it when they scored that to get up 5 because I wanted to try something different. Obviously, that didn't work. But I rode that other group and just played them.
You guys had the 18 turnovers that led to 29 points. Was that, do you feel like that was more Georgia's defense, or did you feel like it was
Both. They give them credit, but we're not that kind of team. That means you're trying to get your own before you try to pass. And so you get too deep, you get in trouble. When there are people open, you got to give it to them. And there are times where you pass the ball just to pass it, pass, and now the court space, then you can make plays. We didn't. There were times where 18 seconds on a clock, we went 1-on-1. When did we do that? I mean, and I don't know, again, what led to that. But again, I'm telling all the guys, just take responsibility, man. Look at your own game, take responsibility. I'll do the same. But yeah, that's a good win for them. And, it's a hard place to play. I mean, we got it to where we were, and I thought we had a chance. If we hadn't been down that much early, we'd have been up for a little different game. But you go down 18 or whatever we were down, it's hard.
Yeah, you mentioned, I guess, the start to the game, Georgia got out to a 19-3 lead. I guess just what was Georgia doing that was leading them to have success, and how did you guys kind of try to counter that?
They pressed, and we were struggling to get it in, struggling to get it up the court. And then all of a sudden we were on our heels and they were being the aggressor. And that's who we wanted to be today. I wasn't sure whether they'd pick up and do that because of our guard play, and we don't turn it over that much. But he looked at it and said, you know what? This is who we are. We're doing it. And they did it, and they played well in it.
In the second half, I think first 5, 6 minutes, y'all turned them over about 4 different times when the defense picked up. Is that something that maybe you had talked about at half?
It was the who was in the game.
Okay.
So you put, there were times that we were so tagging and never thinking about stealing balls. And I kept saying, you got to steal some of these passes. You can't let them just throw who do they want to throw to. And you're in the lane holding somebody. You're touching the guy, but you're thinking out. And so they got after some balls. We got some steals. I mean, we out rebound them, but you can't have the turnovers like we did. And then most of those led to the points that, you think about it, that they separated from us.
You guys been
Go ahead.
You had a nice exchange with Mike White after the game. What can you say about what he's building in Georgia?
I love it. I love it for him because he's a great guy and a terrific coach. This is a hard league. And, he's done a terrific job. And I told him, great win. The guys played well. But no, I've always been a fan of his.
You guys finished 13-28 on layups according to the stat broadcast, and Santos Real finished with 7 blocks. I guess just how much did, I guess, his presence in the post kind of affect things?
We said you can't just go in when he's free and try to shoot it over him unless you really, and we did. Billy went in, he could have dropped it and the kid dunked it because he comes up and we couldn't get him to do it. But he's good at what he does. And if you let him stand around that goal, like in transition, and he's down there, it's hard. We were doing some things to try to bring him out and get to the rim without him there. where we did some half decent stuff, but I mean, I can remember three of them, like, why did you shoot that? You know, why would you with him there shoot that? And maybe they didn't believe us. Yeah, I'd say if we play these guys again, they will believe.